Welcome to the Dce Cup. I'm Steve and today I'm going to show you how to play a quick game called Qwixx. Takes between 2 to 5 players and takes 10 to 15 minutes. In Qwixx, each player is going to be given one of these score sheets here. You've got 4 rows in yellow, green, red and blue, and the red and the yellow ones are numbered from 2 to 12 and the green and the blue ones are numbered from 12 to 2. On your turn, you're going to roll the 6 dice. You've got 2 white dice and 1 of each of the 4 colours you've got in play. So you're going to roll them, and the first thing that's going to happen is that everyone will have the opportunity, if they want to cross off on their grid a 10 of any colour. They're going to add up the white dice, and if they want to, they don't have to, they can cross one off. I'm going to take the 10 in blue and cross that off there. Okay, so I've crossed the 10 in blue off. What that means is that I may no longer cross off anything to the left of that 10. So once I've crossed off the 10 blue, I can't cross off the 11 or the 12. So I'm limiting my options. So there are some certain situations where you might not want to take what's on the white dice. But everyone around the table gets the opportunity to do that. Then on your turn, what you're going to do is you're going to add 1 white dice and 1 coloured dice, and you have to cross off the total of that particular colour. For example, if I combined the blue 3 with the white 5, I have a total of 8. I could cross off the blue 8. I could cross off the red 6, I could cross off the green 9, or I could cross off the yellow 9, because I've rolled double 5, it's not that good for me. Let's say I decide to cross off the blue 8. Now I can no longer cross off the blue 9, and I'm blue, I'm restricting my options. I've got 2 so far, and I'm down to the 7. You're aiming to try and get as many on as many rows as you can, and sometimes it's a good idea to get a lot on one row rather than some on every row. Okay, you're going to go around the table, so that was my turn. On the next person's turn, you're going to roll the dice again. And this time, everyone can cross off an 8. Well, I've just crossed off the blue 8. I probably don't want to cross off the green, the yellow or the red 8 because it limits my options too much and I'm not going to take anything. Then this player would do the same thing again. They would cross off either the yellow 3 or the yellow 7 or the blue 4 or the blue 8 and so on. They've got 8 combinations they could cross off. You're going to keep going like that until one of 2 things happens. The first thing that happens is if you can't or don't want to take a colour and a white dice, say I either can't, you do get to a situation where you can't, or you don't want to, there's a little forfeit box down here. Say I rolled next time and I didn't want to take anything because it limits my options, I can forfeit, and forfeiting at the end of the game will lose you 5 points. The game will end when either someone forfeits 4 times or when 2 dice get locked. To lock a dice, you need to do the following. You need to have a total in a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I cross off 6 or more in a row, so at the moment I've got 5 in the blue row, if I cross off 6 or more in a row and I cross off the furthest most right number, say I got on my next turn I can get a blue 2, I can cross that off. Because I have 6 in the blue row plus the last one, I also get the lock in blue, so I now have 7. And by getting the lock, I remove the blue dice from play. That's no longer in play, and now you can, anyone, including myself, can only score yellow, green or red. Even if you're using the white dice, you can't score anything on blue. Blue is out of the game. When 2 dice are locked, you stop and you count up your final score. So your final score is going to come from the bottom bit here. You're going to count on each colour how many you've got on the rows. So in this case blue, if I count how many blue ones I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 including the lock because I managed to lock it. And I would look down here and it says, well, 7 in a row gets me 28 points. So I would score 28 points down there. I would count up how many I've got in the red. Say I had 4 in the red row, I'd score 10 points. Say I had 3 in the yellow row, I'd score 6. Say I had 5 in the green row, I'd score 15. And then say I forfeited 1, so I would lose 5 points here as well. I would add up my final score, total it up here, and whoever's got the most points at the end is the winner. Qwixx is a game that doesn't take too long. It is a game that on your turn everyone else is still watching what you're doing and is still involved in the game because they may also take the combinations on the white dice. The idea is you need to give yourself as many options as you want. If you require yourself needing 7s in every colour, you need specifically a 7 to be rolled. If you require a 9 in blue, a 6 in green, a 7 in yellow and a 10 in red, then you've got more options if someone rolls the white dice of getting a number that you want without missing any gaps in your row. So that's Qwixx, a fun little filler. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes. I've been Steve from the Dce Cup. Thank you very much.